Hi, welcome to Intertwined Stitches. I'm Lakshmi, and I'm also known as Knitter by Nature on Ravelry and Instagram. This is episode 29. It is Monday, January 19th, 2015. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and Happy New Year to everyone. It's been quite a while since we recorded last, and as you can see, Stephanie's not here with me today. We haven't been able to get together, so we've been really sad that we haven't been able to record together, but we figured it'd been long enough since you guys had seen what I've been working on and to find out who won the prize for the Going to Rhinebeck or Not prize thread that we posted on the Ravelry boards. Why don't we start with that? We posted a thread on Ravelry asking whether you're going to Rhinebeck or not for your chance to win this skein of hand spun. This was Frabjous Fibers Merino Sparkle in this Cabbage Rose colorway that I spun on my spindle and plied on my wheel, my Ashford Joy. And let's see if I can wind it up into a nice skein. It's not as easy as it looks. Okay, so the winner of this yarn is post number 8, Mama Grizzly Knits. Congratulations! I really hope you enjoy it. So just send me your contact info and I'll send this right out to you. So let's see what's been going on. It's been months. The first thing was Stitches East that we went to on October 12th, which was the day after my birthday. So I felt like it was a special birthday thing for me to go to Stitches East. My husband bought me a few things. He got me a new Namaste needle case. It's for my circular needles. I had one like this that was green, but the elastic on the side broke and I didn't try to fix it or anything. I might be able to glue it or sew it or something. I don't know. I haven't really tried to fix it. I just keep my older circulars in there now, like my clovers. And this one I keep my new ones. I usually use like Knitter's Pride or Knit Picks now. So the smaller ones have the longer sizes, and the larger size needles are basically the 16-inch because I use the interchangeable needles for everything else. And this is what I keep my interchangeable needles in. It's a Chica needle case, and open it up. This is what it looks like inside. Most of my needles are in my projects. Just be more on that side. And this matches the bag I got that I brought to Rhinebeck with me, and it's right here, so I'll show you. Nice knitting bag. It's kind of like vinyl-ish. In the back, you can put your yarn in here, and there's grommets. I haven't really used it like that. What's in here now is my sweater I've been working on. I was trying to finish this to go to Rhinebeck, but as you can see, it wasn't quite close to being done. So what I ended up doing was wearing my chitin pullover that I knit out of the Elspeth Levold's Silky Wool. It's a nice pretty blue sweater, short sleeves, worked out really well. But this one I'm knitting out of Knit Picks City, not City Tweed, it's the Stroll Tweed. This is the Thirst Heather colorway. And I was working on the body, and I was thinking I could finish it for Rhinebeck, and then I was like, well, it really is a lot of knitting. And then I put it aside for Christmas knitting and other stuff, and so I'm about 2 inches from finishing the sleeve, and it just has like a rolled hem for a sleeve, a rolled hem for the bottom, and it is really hard to put on because I did not use a stretchy enough cast off. I used the K2 together method of casting off. Like you K2 together, you put that stitch back on the left hand needle, you K2 the two together again. And what I really should have used is a sewn bind off, because I can barely get it over my head. It's so tight. But I can get it over my head. So it works. And it's really cozy. I can't wait to finish it. It's going to be really nice and warm and cozy. And I think I'm going to hand wash it, even though it says it's machine washable. I don't want to lose like the flex. I'm going to be careful with it. So yeah, I've been working, so that, I didn't wear that to Rhinebeck. I did bring some knitting. I didn't work much on my knitting. Do you want to see what I got at Stitches East? My son picked out a really beautiful color of Malabrigo Rios for me to knit him a hat. And here's what that looks like. It's in progress. I'm just working on the decreases now. Got it on double points. And what size are they? I think they're like 8 or 9. What you do is you knit this hat like this, and then you turn it inside out for the design, because it's a different design on the inside than the outside. I don't know what it's called, like a broken rib or something. And I got a skein of Noro Tile lace. And it's got a lot of beautiful colors in it. I love this purple that it has, and I did not even know the skein even had purple in it when I picked it out. It was hidden under all the other colors. So I started right away with a wingspan, because I think this is a really great pattern to showcase the yarn, and just let the colors transition, and the yarn does all the work for you, and it just comes out beautiful. So that's my wingspan that I started. Because when I get new yarn, I just have to cast on right away. It's just the way it goes. So we had the best time at Rhinebeck. First off, we met Megan and Amy from the Stockinette Zombies while we were waiting in line for coffee. So that was awesome to start our day. We did a bit of shopping. I think it was the Gale's Art booth that we went to that we found our trindles. Both Stephanie and I got one. And I got a package of poonies to spin. I've already spun those up, so that's not what's on my trindle today, but here's what it looks like. It's got these beautiful little butterflies, and it's got a carbon fiber shaft, and it's really lightweight. And right now I'm just spinning some fiber that I dyed myself last year. And it spins really nicely. It's been super fun. I already spun up all of my poonies. Here's the yarn that resulted from that. It's some merino, super mesh merino, bamboo, and hemp. And it was really fun to spin this and like feel the texture and just like watch the colors emerge. Like it was so fun when I was getting to this really vibrant green part, and then the like hempy parts were really interesting, how they're like more like cottonish. I don't know if I can find a piece, but like this piece right here, it's got a lot of hemp in it. And so I got 151 yards out of this. So I applied it all on my wheel. I spun it on my trindle and I applied it on my wheel into a 3-ply. What I had to do was, as I was spinning it onto the trindle and my trindle was getting full, I would take a bobbins up bobbin, and it's a storage bobbin, and you spin it with a drill onto the bobbin, and then I kept doing that every time my trindle was full, because once it gets full it gets like heavier and it's hard to manage. So I got a ways to go before it's full right now, but this is how this is coming out. It's kind of like more of a pinkish hue than I expected, like pastel. That's what the fiber looks like. I was trying to go for like purple. I was trying to blend and it didn't work out so good. So I'm happy with it. It turned out fine. Another thing I've been working on is I've been knitting my husband a balaclava, a ski mask, out of some Knit Pick Swish. And I have to knit like 7 inches before I do any shaping. And it's to kind of match his old one that I made. Actually made it for my son when he was little, and he said it was too itchy, so my husband has been working out in the cold, and so he's been using it. So I'm great that it's finally getting some use, and he can use another one for when this one gets dirty or whatever, wet. And I think I have enough of this color. That's why I did this color, and he doesn't mind this color, so he said it was fine. It's kind of like a wine color. It's Bordeaux, and then Knit Pick Swish. So let's talk about Christmas. I never really usually get any crafty stuff for Christmas, so I always make a point to get myself a little something just so I have something new and crafty to excite me. But my husband ended up getting me fabric, so on Christmas I spent some of the day sewing, and I made some little notions bags, well, some big notions bags. Like, I'm keeping some of my double points in here. And it didn't come out real great, like, but came out okay. And the second one came out much better. And the butterflies even match up, which I thought was cool. And the inside is this pink. Same as the tag. So I spent some of my Christmas with working on that, and I got myself a set of Knitter's Pride double points in the 5-inch size, only $30 on Amazon. So the 5-inch size, the 6-inch size was like $40. So they do poke my hands a little bit when I'm knitting with them. I just have to be careful. And I got myself a zoom loom for weaving little weavies. And here's what that looks like. I already started one to show you how it works. You start it down here and you weave up and down around the pins in a certain order. Then you go back and forth. And then you go back up. And then on the 4th way back and forth, you use the needle. Use the long needle to go under and over the threads to weave it together. And you come out with these. I have a whole stack of them. Weavies. And don't you love the bright colors? What I ended up doing was getting a package of Line Brand bonbons. And this is the brights colorway, and it had all these other colors too. That I took out and I put in this bag. This bag's been keeping my little stash of bonbons. Ah! I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet. They are a little bit thin for a blanket, but I was thinking maybe a cowl. I could sew them together and make a wide, like infinity cowl. Speaking of cowls, I just finished a hat and cowl combination. I'll show that to you. Let me take off the damson. This is a pattern called Nightly by Stephen West. And it's got this long cowl attached to a hat. Isn't it a clever design? And it's so like warm and toasty. Yeah, I don't really care how it looks as long as it keeps me warm. It's been really cold around here, so it's a little bit warmer today because of the rain, but it's nice to have a nice hat. It'll cover your ears, and a cowl cover your neck, and it's knit out of Knit Picks Brava. They're acrylic in the persimmon and almond colorway, and I knit this out of acrylic because that's what I had in my stash. I had some from when I was knitting a log cabin blanket. So I'd really love to knit this pattern in some superwash wool or just plain wool. Malabrigo would be really nice. My son's favorite Christmas present, believe it or not, was a hat that I made him. I knit him the fish hat Dead or Alive from Knitty.com. I forget what year, but if you search for it, you'll be able to find it. And I knit it out of Knit Picks Chroma in Swish, and I can't find it to show you, but maybe I can insert a picture. I put a picture on Instagram. So it was really great that he was so excited just to see it. Like, he opened it and he started crying. He was so happy. It touched my heart. Okay, and so Christmas was really special. You know, I spent a lot of time crafting. I knit on a new pattern for some mitts. The Catching Butterflies pattern by Tiny Owl Knits, and here's what it looks like with a butterfly. Now you're supposed to wear the butterfly, the small butterfly, on the back of your hand and the large one on your wrists. Back of your hand, the other one on your palm. But I like the big butterfly on the back. And here, I'll show you what it looks like on. It's a little bit tight. I forget what size needles I used. I think it was size 3. Yes, size 3. 2 and 3. 2 for the ribbing. And that's what the back looks like. Oh, I just love this yarn. It's Knit Picks Gloss. It's merino and silk, and it's in, I think it's the robot colorway. And I'm working on the second one. I'm really close to the top. I finished, you know, the thumb gusset increases, and I just have to work like half a cable pattern and then some ribbing, and then finish off the thumb, and of course do the butterflies. And the butterflies I did out of palette. They suggest using like a mohair like, but I didn't have any of the right color, so I think the blue butterfly is really pretty. Another Christmas present that I made was I made some felt clogs for my mom, and she picked like a really pretty green and a yellow, so they're really bright and unusual, and they fit well, and she loves them a lot, so I'm glad those worked out. So a lot of my knitting was put on hold while I like did the fish hat and did the clogs. So I wasn't able to work on my beaded shawl very much, but I did pick it up again like a couple weeks ago, and I've been working on it a little bit. I'm on chart number 4 right now, and this is the In Dreams shawl by Susan Pandorf, and she is the designer of the Even Star shawl that a lot of people have knit. So if you don't recognize her name, she's the designer of that. And it's got all these beads in these triangle areas. And you see that big triangle, it's like full of beads. Show it against my shirt maybe. And see, chart 4 started with that lifeline there. And I made a pretty big boo-boo before my last lifeline, but I decided to leave it, and now I can't go back and rip it out because it's past my lifeline now. So I just have to leave it. It's not a big deal. It's just one of these rows of eyelets is closed off at the top because I messed it up. I don't know where it is. So I don't think anyone's going to be looking at it that closely anyway. So that's what that looks like so far. Oh, I love it so much. It's my first beaded project, and certainly won't be my last because I really enjoy working with it, and I am planning another beaded shawl already, but let's not cast on that one yet. So I got this new book, Color Work Creations by Susan Anderson Free, and I'm making a pair of mittens, and it's similar to this design. It's a chickadee mittens. Oh, it's actually the bird on the hat. That's what it looks like. It's a chickadee pattern, but on the gloves, mittens. And I started that with some Line Brand Sockies. I'm using the marshmallow and snow cone colorways. And I wanted to use this yarn because it's nice and durable and it can go through the washer. So here's the start of my mitten. And you don't actually start with the mitten, you start with the thumb. Where's the thumb? I don't know where it is right now. Oh! So it's kind of really fiddly to start. You know, you just start with like 6 stitches, I think. And they suggest using a Turkish cast on. That was kind of difficult for me, so you know, I searched YouTube and I didn't really find a good tutorial for it. So I just used Judy Becker's Magic cast on. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I'm making progress. I did the little, I think I messed up on the very top of this one, but that's okay. That side looks nice. So that's like a butterfly and flower pattern. And then it's called salt and pepper when it's just like this, the main color and contrast color. And then the butterfly and flower pattern goes across here. And I'm just about to start the chickadee pattern. And the chickadee pattern will be on the back of the hand, and the flower and butterfly pattern will be on the palm. And then it'll have that beautiful corrugated ribbing, and they do fit. I can stick my hand in there. I was worried about that because my last mittens that I got from Knit Picks kit did not fit at all. I think I had to go up to like a size 6 needle or something, and they suggested a 2 for those. So I've been working on those. Knitting on the balaclava, and then I've been spinning some. I've been spinning this fiber that I got from Wool Gatherings. It's really pretty green and yellows. So that's, I've been spinning that on my wheel. So that's been a lot of fun. So it was really great talking to you guys again, and sorry it's been so long. Hopefully we can get together and record another episode soon. If not, maybe I can coerce Stephanie into recording solo herself so that you can see what she's been working on. She's been working on some great stuff. I've been following her on Instagram, and if you're ever curious about what I'm up to, just check out Instagram. I haven't been too active on it during the past few months, but just recently I've been starting to post a lot more often. So until next time, happy knitting.